Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the PPL. That's right, as I kind of said in my last upload, I am indeed joining the PPL League, and this season is going to be fantastic. I'm very excited to join the PPL. There's a lot of people I know in there, very nice people, and it was about time that I started to play some league game again, now that I have a new schedule this year with more time compared to when I was in the GBA D League. So I'm very excited to start these and start learning the league format. It's very exciting, actually. It really is. So last days we did the draft for the PPL. I'm joining as the Football Club Volcarona once again, instead of Barcelona. See what I did there, the jokes and such, and whatever. The Football Club Volcarona is back, and this time we're going to fight. This time we have more time. We can dedicate ourselves to prepare better, to do better, and stuff like that. So we're in the Division 1 on the PPL, the Pokémon Premier League. All the links you need to know will be on the description about the PPL's Twitter, and it's going to be fun. Honestly, I'm very excited. So here we are. Last day, as I said, we did the draft. The draft works. You have a certain amount of points. I think it was. I can't remember how many points did you have. But you will see how the price of each mon, and I got my points until the end, so I wasted all my points. So yeah, the more expensive mons cost 19 points, 18 points, something like that, and the least expensive mons cost only 1. So you have to make a draft around these points, which is, I think, the best way to do the draft. To me, I think it's a very balanced draft, and it allows you to. You have to think a lot of your draft, basically. It's not just one pick and then just pick the tier mon of a tier and then just pick it. It's actually every mon is valued in a certain way, so you have to calc how many mons you will need. What happens if you get sniped? You have to recalc again everything. It's a fun draft, actually. It has been a fun draft. So without further ado, I think we can jump to the first member of the draft. And it's actually none other, to make you weeaboos happy, Mega Gardevoir. We're drafting that in the first round. It's very, it's Mega Gardevoir, man. That shit is scary in draft format and in normal format, in every format. That 165 base attack will not allow anyone to switch in for free. It has plenty of coverage. It works also as a support or defensive, special defensive mon. So I'm very happy with this pick. It has decent speed, decent bulk on the special side, and pixelate hyper voices, nothing to mess around. There's also has access to taunt, will-o-wisp, and several support moves that are actually very, very nice. That can allows you to. It kind of allows you to build in a certain way if you need it, as a defensive fairy too, which is nice to have the fairy. I really wanted a fairy directly, because fairies are very good in the format. And a team without fairies, I don't know, it's something you want to have, at least to me. So I'm very excited to bring you this first pick. One of my favorite Pokemons to use. Design-wise is alright, but I love using Mega Gardevoir. Hyper voices, Psyshock, Psychics, Future Sight, Protects, Wish, Will-o-wisp, Taunt. Good shit. Hopefully Mega Gardevoir will be the MVP of the team. That's what I'm hoping. It's worth the 18 points or pounds that these cost. So now, this is the first pick. We will go on to the second pick. The second pick is none other than Starmie. Starmie, one of the best speeders. I really wanted a reliable speeder. Yes, that is it. Very good speed for spinning capabilities, and nasty coverage. on the special side, of course. Psyshock and Psychic, of course. We do have another Psychic type right here, but this will be covered for sure as we keep on advancing to the draft, so don't worry, guys. I think I know what I'm doing. We'll see though about that. It has recovery, which is nice. Spinner with recovery is very, very something that you want to have basically for every match, so that's nice. And yeah, that's massive speed, and a fantastic spinner for the tier. Fantastic spinner for the team, I meant. It's actually one of the best spinners in OU, and in draft format is also good because that coverage it gets, it works very well to build. You can, choose the coverage you need for the opponent's team, and you can run it offensive too, or trick, and a lot of nasty things you can do with Starmie. I'm very excited to let's see if we can bring these things potential out. So yeah. This is the second pick. The third pick is actually Hippowdon. Hippowdon is a specialist. He's not as versatile as some people and some other mons, but it is a specialist. It hits hard, 112 attack too. It's very, very bulky on both sides of the spectrum. You can make it physically defensive or specially mixed defensive wall. It gets rocks, roar. It is a fantastic support mon. It's even very nice for a a Solvaz user. Also could work on that if you need it to. But firstly, it's just a specialist defensive wall. We'll see how we can play around it. But yeah, very bulky and a lot of support moves that can work against the opponent's team, which is nice. And of course, reliable recovery with Slack Off. Also a thing that I didn't said is that actually has access to Sandbrush. Not Sandbrush, Sandstream. That's the name. Forgot the names in English sometimes of the things. Yeah, it gets me sand, and that's something I don't know if you'll see. It's always a option to build around later in the draft. And at this point no one had sand anyway, so it's always something nice to have if I decided to pick something with Sandrush later on. We run now into the last pick. It is Cobalion. So now with Hippo and Cobalion we can take probably knockoffs for days. Actually, Cobalion grants me that knockoff resistance. Not only a resistance, but a punish if someone dares to go for knockoff. Because Justified is very nice. Cobalion is also a mon that is very versatile in a lot of aspects on the draft league format. Very bulky, 91 HP. That's very nice. 90 on both attacks, so you can go either way. You can mix it. You can go physical, special. You can go support. You can go momentum. It has wall switch too. It has stealth rocks too, so it's another stealth rock. So Hippo doesn't have to do that roll every week. And it's more importantly, it grants me the resistance to knockoff and to bug, which was very dangerous for Mega Gardevoir and Starmie. It's only 11 points, but it's a very nice pick. I'm pretty sure it would have been picked It would have been picked if it was in the fourth round, the fifth round probably, because it gives a lot of stuff to the team. It is a good steel type. So yeah. Cobalion, very happy with this pick. Only 11, I think it's pretty fair priced. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. This is definitely a really important part of the key, a very important part of the draft for me. It was key to. It was key basically. It was key to get the resistances I need for my first two picks basically. The fifth round, we do have Rotom Mow. Now there's an explanation for Rotom Mow. With Cobalion, the team's starting to get a little bit weak to like ground if Hippo wasn't around, so a ground immunity is nice, or a resistance. but most of the grass types, the good grass types, were draft these round or the round before, I don't remember, or the round, I don't know. But with this, I get a electric type that it's actually just a grass type. Like his weaknesses are only the grass types weaknesses. So it's an electric type, but it's like it's not, right? And it has immunity to ground with levitate. Very nice momentum. It has more, I think it has more coverage than people think. Only costs 10, and also I have some experience using Rotom Mow in the RU tier especially, so I know what these things can do. Also a good grass type, since Roserade, Tangrowth, and Shaming were already gone. So I needed to get a grass type as soon as possible. The answer for my team, I think, is Rotom Mow. It's pretty nice. It also gets Will-O-Wisp too, T-Wave, and some support moves, very which are useful to say the least. And you know, it got the Rotom stats. So with the Rotom stats, you can never go wrong. You can even put Sucker Punch on that if we want. Having this set on the 6th round, we go for one of my favorite picks on this draft, and it's Entei. 14 for price, very expensive. But if you see my team, Mega Gardevoir, Starmie, Hippo, Cobalion, and Rotom, we do not have a Resistance Fairy. Now, I know there's what's called Fables around and such like that. So I do not want to deal with those. I actually want to have a Fairy resistance, a Fire resistance, another Bug resistance is good. And you know, Entei not only provides power with Sacred Burns, Sacred Fire Burns, but it also provides bulk for my team. And strong priority too, decent speed again. Nothing takes bandit attacks from Entei well, unless you have like the perfect things to wall it. But anyways, it can do stuff. You can even go special if you have the balls, or mixed to break some walls. It also has Will-O-Wisp, I think. And I think Entei is a very good Pokemon in draft format. And since 6th round, he wasn't picked. And it was like screaming to me, I have to get Entei. 14 in the 6th round, still not picked. Is going to get picked very, very soon. Or people's letting it until the end for some reason, because they think no one has seen it. And I was like, this goes perfectly with my team. It takes the fairy types very well. And it's just on the 6th round. I have to pick it now, or maybe someone will pick it. I don't know. I needed that. I'm very happy with that thing. One of my favorite picks of the draft, for sure. Then we do have Golbat. Golbat is an interesting pick. Some people, I don't know how they feel about it. I really feel good about it. It's only 6 points, and there's a reason why I drafted. I wanted Weezing. Yeah, I wanted Weezing, but Shroom River picked it up like on the same on the 7th round. I was like, damn, I need. Weezing was cool because it's a poison type that it's not affected by like ground. You can say Crobat does a thing, but Shady already picked that. So I think Golbat was the answer. It gives me so many resistances, grass fighting. Because as you can see, my team, Mega Gardevoir and Starmie does resist fighting, but they are not the bulkiest on the physical side. So Golbat with the Violite is actually something that's very nice. It gives me the Toxic Stall potential, it has reliable recovery, and it's another hazard removal, different than Starmie. So Starmie can also, it gets free for that role, and Golbat can start doing that role if it needed to be. So we know I have plenty of experience using Golbat 5th gen. I've used that in NU. I think I've used it in most of the tiers anyway. I've used it in RU, I've used it in UU, and in OU too. So, and the support moves that this thing provides to the team, it's ridiculous. It's a shame that I couldn't get Weezing, but I think Golbat just, it does give the team a lot of stuff too. Super Fang, U-turn for momentum. You can go for a Volturn team with Cobalion and Rotom Mow if needed to be. Toxic, of course, rules for recovery, You got defog, it has taunt, 90 speed also, so you can basically outspeed most of the walls and just play around them as you want. And yeah, I am quite happy with Golbat. I know how to use it basically. Some people say it's shit in draft format. I haven't used it in draft format yet too much. I've used it in the tournament before the D-League and it went pretty well. So I trust in Golbat, man. If you don't trust in Golbat, well, too bad for you. You should trust him. He's a bro. On the 8th pick, one of the good nice picks that I got on this draft too that I really like. It's motherfucking Snorlax. Coming straight out from 5th gen, we do have Snorlax, the massive beast tank. And look at him. I love him. I love Snorlax. And it provides to the league format very nice stuff. It has thick fat as a ability, so its resistances to certain typings like fighting, fire and ice. Fighting, yeah, Snorlax. You have to prepare for Curse Lax for sure. It works well as it has pursuit. He's a great assault vest user. It's just good. I love Snorlax. People has to prepare for it basically, and the bulk that it provides to the team is also very nice, especially giving me some fire and ice resistance, so NT doesn't have to cover that wall that much. And, you know, it's fat and has like decent recovery with rest. Rest, Leap, Tuck, Curse. Not too many teams are prepared for that. So yeah, I have Snorlax just for £10. I think it's a very nice price for it, and I thought it was a very nice pick to have. So we're going now onto the 9th round. I needed a water immunity, and most of the other water immunities were picked, the good ones that is, and there were others that were bad. Because you have Cradily, but I don't feel comfortable using Cradily at all. And Cacturne, not sure what to think in draft format, haven't used it too much anyway, so I don't know. So I went with Poliwrath. For the price of 5, he gets a pretty bulky mon all around. He has very nice resist typing for certain mons on the tier. You know, he deals with Weavile, he deals with Crawdon. I don't think no one drafts Crawdon though, but it does deal with Weavile and basically more a lot of offensive stuff. And the most important thing, it gave me that cold water resist immunity that my team doesn't have. Because I do have resistance in Starmie and Rotom, but it's just not the same. Right? This is an immunity, it's way better. Also, we do have a phaser, even though I only have rocks as hazards for this team. It goes well to it's very useful to phase around set of mons, especially on the physical side. But even on the special side, this thing has 90 special defense, and it gets some decent coverage. But I mainly have it for the bulk and the water immunity. I think it's nice. I think it's a mon that provides that for my team, compared to the others that were left. For the price I had too, because I only have like 6 points left at this point. I only had at that point I had 11. So Poliwrath is 5, and then I had 6 left. So you can't just pick anything with those points. You have to think what you pick. So I think Poliwrath provides me with some decent stuff. So now on the 10th round, most teams were already done. Some teams were already done at least. I decided to go for a power pick, and we go for the Stavland pick. Look at it. Look at him. It's awesome. We got Stavland. That means people has to kind of prepare for it. Had to put Rain Dance or Sunny Day for some months, because this in sand late game is actually quite dangerous. Not only that, but all his abilities are useful. You have Sand Rose, but you also have Intimidate, and you also have Scrappy, which I really think they're awesome abilities. 110 attack, pretty strong, and decently bulky, 85 HP, but then 90 on both defenses. You can make this work. And yeah, here it is, Stavland making use of the last 6 points. It only cost 5. We have 1 point left, and basically, I think it's a nice pick. It will make people people will have to prepare, basically, right? So yeah, with 1 point left, I don't think there's anything we can pick. I think with the draft it's pretty cool. We kind of did it. Wait a second. What is that? You see it? Oh my god, it's fucking Spinza. For 1 point. This is the meme peak, basically. Just the joke peak. But with 1 point, of the one that were left, like, there was Ledian and Farfetch and I don't know what else, and pre-evolved mons that were garbage. I think Spinda, just for 1 point, actually gives something to the team. Like, you have contrary superpowers, and also another rapid spinner if you want to. But yeah. Motherfucking Spinda, boys! So, I will not talk too much about Spinda. We'll try to bring in 1 week at least. We'll see how we'll go. But this is the team. And yeah, hopefully you had fun on the draft format. Hopefully you are excited for the full Volcaronas. If you want t-shirts, I could start making them, but I don't know if you guys would like to buy it. Of course, you can see the logo right here. It's pretty fucking cool. So if you want to, you know, just say it in the comments if you will buy it. If not, there's no point in doing that. But basically, yes, that's just it. All the links you need to know, as I said again, are in the descriptions. Thanks to Ezekiel, shoutouts to him for making this awesome layout for the draft analysis, and he's going to do more things for me. So, reliable friend to have around with such talents. I couldn't do it. I couldn't have done this at all. It's beautiful. So yeah, with this, I end the draft. The draft analysis was just this. And that's how it goes. That's how the cookie crumbles. See you next time, and hopefully we can have the first team analysis and the first battle very soon, starting on I think it was the 10th of February. So be hyped for that and support the football club Volcaronas. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.